The Battle of Waterloo in 1815 stands as one of the most decisive moments in European history. Napoleon Bonaparte, once unstoppable, faced a coalition of forces determined to end his imperial ambitions. Overconfidence clouded his judgment, and tactical errors on the battlefield allowed the Allies to outmaneuver his army. This crushing defeat didn't just end Napoleon's rule, it reshaped the political landscape of Europe, ushering in a century of relative peace and balance of power. The echoes of Waterloo still resonate as a lesson in hubris and strategy. In April 1961, the Bay of Pigs invasion became a glaring example of political and military miscalculation by the United States. The CIA-backed attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist regime in Cuba was rushed, poorly planned, and lacked sufficient support on the ground. The invaders faced fierce resistance, quickly surrounded and defeated, turning what was meant to be a swift coup into a humiliating failure. This botched mission strengthened Castro's rule, embarrassed the US on the global stage, and escalated Cold War tensions to new heights. Napoleon's 1812 invasion of Russia is remembered as a monumental strategic failure. Determined to crush his eastern rival, Napoleon marched into Russia with a massive army, but underestimated the brutal Russian winter and the scorched earth tactics employed by the retreating Russians. Supply lines stretched thin, morale plummeted, and disease spread rapidly. By the time the surviving troops retreated, only a fraction remained. This disastrous campaign marked the beginning of Napoleon's decline and changed the course of European history forever. The Black Death, which ravaged Europe between 1347 and 1351, is one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. What began as a mysterious illness spread rapidly due to poor medical knowledge and slow responses from authorities. Entire towns were wiped out, economies collapsed, and social structures were forever altered. The plague's devastation forced humanity to rethink medicine, society, and faith, leaving a profound mark on the medieval world. The Vietnam War, stretching from the early 1960s to 1975, showcased a series of tragic miscalculations by the United States. Despite superior technology and firepower, American forces struggled against guerrilla tactics and underestimated the resolve of the Vietnamese people. As the war dragged on, public opinion at home shifted drastically, fueling protests and political upheaval. The eventual withdrawal marked a painful defeat, leaving scars on America's military strategy and its national psyche that endure to this day.